Okay, now we're going to use the fact that all three angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees. All three angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So here we go. We just take each one of these angles, we add them together, and we know they add up to 180 degrees. So the first angle is x, plus the second angle is also x, plus 64 has to equal 180 degrees. Alright, that's always true. 180 degrees for a triangle. Alright, now do your algebra. You might put little ones in front of these x's. So 1x plus 1x, 1x plus 1x is 2x, plus 64 equals 180. Subtract 64 from both sides. 2x equals 180 minus 64, 116, and then divide by 2, and you get x equals 116 divided by 2, 58. Now you're not done. Once you find x, well, in this problem we are done, because that's the measure of the angles. They're each going to be 58 degrees. So this one's going to be 58 degrees here, and so is this one. So what kind of triangle is it? Well, all three of these angles are small acute angles. They're all less than 90 degrees. So that makes this an acute triangle. Okay? So we found x, and then we put it back in to find the angles, and then we classified it. Alright, let's try number 2. All three of these will add up to 180 degrees. All three angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So here we go. 55 plus the 35 plus the 2x minus 12 has to equal 180 degrees. That's how it always works in a triangle, 180 degrees. That's for the angles. Alright, I think I could make a double sign change. And I'll add up like terms. I can add 55 and 35, and then the negative 12. So 55 plus 35 plus the negative 12, that's going to equal 78. But you also have a 2x. So 2x plus 78 equals 180. Subtract your 78 from both sides of the equal sign. 2x equals 102. And then divide by 2. X equals 51. But you're not done. X equals 51. Now you have to use that. Well, that's still 55. That's still 35. But we have to plug it right in here. We have to go 2 times x. 2 times 51, and then subtract 12. 2 times 51, subtract 12, is 90. 2 times 51 minus 12 is 90 degrees. So this angle here is 90. Oh, since that has one right angle, 90 degrees, that means this triangle is a right triangle. Alright, let's try the last one. All three angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So here we go. The top one is x, plus the bottom left is 3x, plus the bottom right, x minus 5, has to add up to 180 degrees. That's always true for the angles of a triangle. Angles of a triangle add up to 180. Alright, let's put some 1s in front of the x's. let's add up our like terms. 1x plus 3x plus 1x is 5x. We still have the minus 5. Add 5 to both sides of the equal sign. 5x equals 185. Divide by 5 on both sides of the equal sign. And 185 divided by 5 is 37. That's x. You're not done. You have to take that x and substitute it back in. So x is 30. Alright, so that angle right there is 37 degrees. This one we have to go 3 times x. 3 times 37. 3 times 37. That'll be 111 degrees. So that's this one. And then for the last one, x minus 5, x is 37, and 37 minus 5 would be 32 degrees. So that's the last one. I see a large angle here. One large angle. These two are small, but this one's large. That makes this, when I say large, it's more than 90, less than 180. That makes this an obtuse triangle. Okay? Alright, let's try this bottom problem here. The ratio of the angle measures in a triangle is 8 to 10 to 12. Find the angle measures. Alright, so we have a triangle. We don't really know exactly what it looks like. But they're in a ratio of 8, 10, 12. That means these could be different numbers. We don't know if it was what they were multiplied by. We just know that it's been reduced down to 8 to 10 to 12. So it might be 8x, 10x, and 12x. We're trying to find the x. What were these numbers multiplied by? Alright, so this is not their exact measurement. These have been reduced down to 8, 10, 12. So we have to figure out what were they multiplied by so we can figure out what they were originally. Alright, they're angles of a triangle, so they add up to 180. 8x plus 10x plus 12x has to add up to 180 degrees because they are angles of a triangle. Alright, add like terms. 8 plus 10 plus 12 is 30x. Divide both sides by 30. X equals 6. Alright, we're not done. We have to take the x equals 6 and substitute it back in for each one of these. 8 times x, which means 8 times 6. 8 times 6, that'll be 48 degrees. So that's the first one. And then we have to go 10 times x. 10 times 6. 10 times 6 is 60 degrees. So that would be that one. And then the last one is 12 times 6. 12 times x. 12 times 6. And that would be 72 degrees. Well, I'm going to write a little neater there so you can read it. 72 degrees. That's the last one. Alright, I hope this is helpful.